So, hello YouTube. It's Imersão for beginners, and today we're talking about Christmas. So, George, I will start with you. Please read for us the number one and answer two.
Okay. What does Christmas mean to you? A religious occasion, a family moment, or something else? For me, it's a family moment because have the family uh, reunion
Mhm.
and all the peoples uh, to be here for um, celebrar the moment and the magician of Natal
Mhm.
and celebrate the mm, celebrate the moment.
Okay. It's very important, and I totally agree with you. For me too, it's some like a family moment when you can enjoy sometimes a big part of your family, or sometimes it's a big family. And I agree with you, Georgie. And for you, Aline, what does the Christmas for you?
I think both options. My family has always believed in Christ, and for many years we were part of a church. It was very important for us to celebrate this day, thinking about the birth of Jesus and everything he represents. But on the other hand, it's an opportunity to be with the people I love, cook for them, and give gifts. I love it, and it's a very special date for me.
That's so nice. That's so nice. And I agree with you too. Sometimes it's totally special, for example, go to the church, like you said. And number two, Aline, can you read it for us, please?
Yes, of course. What are you going to this Christmas? For me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to my parents' house. In fact, I am already here. Every year we celebrate this date at my parents' house. My mother really likes to prepare delicious foods, which we only eat at Christmas. It's a fun day, and we don't give up on these moments.
That's so nice. In my case, I will go to the, I guess, I'm not sure, in my grandma, grandmother housing. Actually, my husband, grandma, grandmother, I guess. It's some like sometimes depending of the case, of course, it's not some like um some particulars persons that you don't like, for example, past the Christmas. And unfortunately, it's happening for me sometimes every Christmas. And for example, this this year, I guess it's so special for me, for example, because my parents we go to the other city to celebrate in my I don't know, I consider my mother-in-law, something like that. And I really like him, but for example, about I don't know what to say in English, ceia de Natal, it's not common, for example, in my family, pass the ceia de Natal, for example, wake up acordado, sabe? And for example, for me, since that I was a child, it's totally normal, for example, we sleep at the night, and for example, for my family, it's very important at the lunchtime, and not the ceia de Natal. I don't know what to say in English. And for you, George, what are you going in this Christmas? What will do? O que que você vai fazer?
Well, I don't live in now. Maybe I will spend it with my family or stay at home. I haven't planned that yet.
Okay, and when you stay at home, what kind of things that you do?
Usually, nothing. Only the don't have party here. Huh. And only the jantar,
Uhum,
simple jantar, and after the have a high sound and me stay at home using my computer.
What kind of the things that you do in at the your computer? Some like you play something?
What?
Quando você fica em casa, que você falou que você utiliza o computador, que tipo de coisas você faz, por exemplo, em um dia de Natal? Tipo, você joga alguma coisa?
Uh, in the past, I play the games, but actually only watch videos or um, make I study about IT or other things.
That's so nice. And let me see the number three. What are you going to do in the New Year's Eve and the New Year's Day? I will start with you, Aline.
Okay. Evie Ariette had a lot of fun on this date, but currently I don't make any big plans. As Christmas is celebrated at my parents' house, we
Uhum.
celebrate New Year at my sogro house with other family members. It's a different atmosphere. I don't know. We have fun too. But we eat and then we go to rest. I have a young daughter and I'm not so willing to stay up in the early hours of the morning. On the first day of the year, continue eating and resting. I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah. But for example, in my family, it's so common and so special, for example, at the lunch time in the Christmas and the lunch time in the New Year too. It's like is, for example, I guess since that I was a child, I remember 10. times, for example, that I pass wake up at the new year, when the new year begin. And for me, it's normal, for example, pass sleeping this time. And for you, Georgie?
Mm, I don't know. I honestly haven't planned anything yet. Even though it's already pretty close. But I will probably stay home on New Year and spend the Christmas with my family. Uh, Similar to you. Um, but I don't I don't sleep at uh, I don't sleep muito cedo,
Mm-hmm.
but usually I I go to Christmas dinner with my family and uh, talk about anything with my parents. And after I go sleep.
For me, sleeping nowadays, it's like a life.
Uh,
Because I have some problem. For example, I sometimes, I guess, 3 or 5 times per week, I can't sleep all the night. I have some kind of insomnia. So for me nowadays, it's the best when I can sleep all the night.
Yeah, sleep for me is priority. If I
Mm-hmm.
have an opportunity, I go to sleep.
But sometimes, for example, during the day, I can't sleep. For example, I have, I don't know, 1 hour or go to sleep, for example, after my lunchtime. But I can just see, I can't. I don't know what's happy with me. Oh my. Ah, falta alguém responder. A quatro falta, né? Aline, é isso?
Não, a gente estava
Não.
na 3, respondendo a 3.
Desculpa. Isso mesmo, gente. Então, falta quem de vocês dois?
Os dois responderam, acho que falta
Os dois
você.
responderam. Então tá bom. Vamos lá. Um, Actually, for example, I don't like the big parties in my case, so I prefer stay at home. And sometimes, for example, here have a lot of roads around me. So it's so danger, some like it danger, for example, because for example, of course, I drink alcohol. So here around me have a lot of roads, for example, and alcohol and roads, it's not a good thing that you need to do the both things, né? Então aqui tem bastante estrada, gente, em volta de mim. Então, por exemplo, eu não tenho como fugir delas. E quando você toma algo com álcool, é impossível você pegar para dirigir depois, né? Então, I prefer stay at home. Or, for example, when I go to my parents' house, like Aline said, I prefer, for example, to sleep there. And now I guess is number 4. Aline, can you read it for us?
Yeah. Do you prefer to celebrate New Year's Eve at a big party, at the beach, or at home?
It's some
I
kind
prefer,
like, for example, you prefer stay at home, you prefer go to the beach, you prefer go to the a big party.
yes, I prefer to be at home too. If celebrate on the beach and at party with friends, but since become a mother, I like to stay at home with my family. I find it more comfortable and safe, you know?
Yeah. And Rio nowadays it's so danger, no?
Yeah.
And where you live is the city, the hill?
No,
No?
no, is the city is é longe da capital, em outro bairro distante, mas também não é seguro, né? Ficar à noite com criança na rua. Eu prefiro ficar em casa, é bem melhor.
Mm-hmm. And where you live have a beach around you? So
Não,
close? No?
não.
No. I I agree with you. It's so danger, included that tomorrow it's celebrating with my colleagues in the where I'm working, and have one person where you live that she lives where you live, and she has afraid because nowadays it's so dangerous, for example, to go to the one point and go to the other point in here. It's so danger, unfortunately. And for you, Georgie, what do you prefer?
Um, I'm prefer at a big party without too much noise and with lots of food. I love this. And for me, Christmas and New Year Eve is eating different and themed things. For example, uh, only eat panettone in Christmas. If don't have a panettone in the Christmas, isn't it a Christmas? And for me, uh, that's it. For in New Year, maybe um churrasco because it's a more default. But in the Christmas in the other dates, it's a time for eat different um foods.
And what kind of foods you really like to eat in the New Year or the Christmas, Georgie?
Usually, I prefer the sweets. For example, pudding and chocotone, um, salpicão, uh, or Chester, that things.
That's so nice. And I have one questions for you guys. About I'm not sure about the name is in English, but sultanas. It's some like uvas passas.
Mm.
It's a I know George said that you like salpicão, and salpicão have a uvas passas. And so I know that you like uva passas, but about the salt plates, what do you think when these plates have uva passas? George, tell me.
Well, I haven't problem with um overpasses. I usually have a treta with using overpass in the rice, for example, or
Mm-hmm.
in the farofa.
Uh-huh.
And for me, it's interesting because it increases a new sauce and and mix flavors. For me, it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Don't have a problem with this.
And for you, so it's I search about this in the other site. I found the raisins, some like uva passas in English. So for you, Georgie, for example, you don't have problem with the raisins.
Yeah.
For example, if you have the raisins in rice and the other things and salpicão and the others. For me, depend of the plate because I guess sometimes in the rice it's not so good, it's not so good, it's not so tasty. But the salpicão, I prefer mayonnaise. And let me see one more. I really like the raisins, for example, but only the raisins. And for me, without raisins in the rice, for me it's okay. Give him more. And for you, Aline, what do you think? You with plates with raisins and plates with without raisins?
Sorry, planets, but you can put grapes in everything. I like it. Yeah.
I like it too, but only in the race. It's not normal for me. And now, guys, um, it's number 5. Aline, can you read it for us, please?
Okay. What was the most memorable Christmas gifts you gave or received? My gifts are usually simple. I like to
Mm-hmm.
give something for fun or something that will make the person emotional. But I can't think of anything right now. I can't.
And some things happen that you when you was a child, for example, that do you remember on a gift that you received?
Maybe my first bike. I
Hmm,
remember that is color is era roxa, purple.
purple.
Yeah, I remember this my first bike.
Do you remember what age do you have in the specific time? For example, um, I don't know, 6, 7.
No, maybe 10. Yeah, 10 years.
That's so nice. And for you, George?
It's a good question, but I don't have a good memory for it. Um, I don't know. Um, Maybe when in the child uh bike, for example, because
Mhm.
I I don't
How old do you are nowadays, Jorge? Quantos anos você tem hoje?
I have 25 years old.
25.
Yeah,
And you remember, for example, I don't know, one gift that you received when you was a child?
maybe my bike because I don't know how to ride a bike, and I tried, but I não sabia andar.
Uhum,
I After uh, uh, any years, I make courage and ride a bike normally. But after much years, many years, the after.
okay. And now, let me see about me. There one gift. Ah, I remember. My cousin giving me the first CD about the band Backstreet Boys when I was a teenager. I guess I had 11, I don't know, 12 years old. Then I remember because inside the gift have had the first time then when I open the gift have just one piece of plastic, and after that I received the real CD about the band the Backstreet Boys, and I have this CD until day. And let me see the number 6. George, can you read it for us and answer two? And after that, Aline.
Okay. Um, have you ever participated in a peculiar or funny Secret Santa? How was it? Uh, Usually, I I hardly participate in these things, but the no, uh, I remember when I child and have a Secret Santa in my colleagues in the church. I want to take the person uh, my my crush, but I don't uh, conseguir and peguei other person, and I I cannot. choose a special gift, and this in the moment, um, foi foi interesting because have many simple presents, and I I want to gift a special um, lembrança.
That's so nice. And for you, Aline, the number 6.
Secret Santa is like amigo oculto?
É.
I didn't know. Okay. Yes, I recently had a game like this with a group at my work. Each person takes a gift, puts it on the table,
Uhum.
and we can take each other gifts. I
Hum.
can choose a new gift or a gift that someone has already taken. It's a big mess, but very funny.
That's so nice. And for example, you had some been participating in I don't know this name in English, but Amigo da Onça. Você já participou de algum?
No,
Não?
no.
É, me neither. It's not so common here. And you had some participated, Jorge, in some kind of Amigo da Onça?
No, but
Não.
have a interest. He have a interesting uh, occasion em, por exemplo, uh, em vez de amigo oculto, aqui temos inimigo oculto, que aí
It's some like
é,
Amigo da Onça também. Tell me more.
yeah, but when uh, I say em português,
Go
um,
ahead.
aqui temos o inimigo oculto, que é a pessoa dá geralmente um presente, só que é um presente. É, alguns tipos são gente boa, dá um presente e tal, só que geralmente é um presente é, sacana, por exemplo. O mais famosinho assim é da meia, por exemplo, da meia, da, sei lá, um bilhetinho, ó, falando algumas verdades, algumas coisas assim. É
Some
engraçado.
kind of when you use your I forgot the name, meias in English.
É,
Tipo uma meia usada?
n- geralmente não, mas
Ah,
como tipo meia é o padrão assim, né? Tipo de
I
coisas
hate when it's
engraçadas.
happen. For example, you really um, receive some kind of a little things, for example, like you said, uma meia ou um bilhetinho, por exemplo, você, for example, you get tipo, você dá, né, para a pessoa um presente melhor, mesmo que
É,
seja um inimigo oculto, igual você falou.
yeah. But usually have a meia, um, gravata, eh, às vezes um perfume, alguma coisa assim, mas geralmente é tipo mais de meme, assim, coisas aleatórias, tipo uma coisa é, sem ser um presente que se daria para seu inimigo, assim. É interessante participar.
I
Go ahead, Aline.
I don't want to participate. I want to gift good gifts.
Me too. I prefer. But sometimes, for example, depend of the case, of course, but I guess in sometimes when you work with the persons that you really don't like this person, sometimes it's really funny and had some participate in some kind of inimigo oculto. And Jorge, você quer falar mais alguma coisa sobre sobre o inimigo oculto?
Hum, Creio que não,
Hum.
hum, mas é um jeito interessante de tipo, comemorar em si. A menos que a
Uhum.
pessoa leve a sério, né? Aí é outra história. Mas
É,
geralmente é mais só para descontrair mesmo.
that's so nice. And now is number 7. Jorge, can you read it for us, please?
What is your best childhood Christmas memory? Um, and the better memory I have me getting together with my family when my grandmother was alive and made lot of delicious food for us and and uh, together um, in the table for uh, proving delicious make my make by my grandmother in the good memories in the past.
That's so nice. I really remember them to like some um lunchtime with my family. And for example, I don't have special memories about my childhood, of course, with Christmas and the New Year. And for you, Aline?
I love my childhood memories, and I love it remembering my huge family together. My father's family is big. My grandmother had 10 children. Can you imagine it?
Mm,
Yeah. So it was a big party. Today we continue with a big party, but with few people, and I
mm,
am happy about that.
that's so nice. 10 childs. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, you have a lot of cousins, for example.
yeah.
That's
Five,
nice.
five women and five men.
It's about your mom.
No, my dad.
Ah, your daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and about your um grandmother and grandfather. For example, we has a lot of childs too. Tipo, a
Sorry.
sua avó e os seus avós, eles tiveram bastante filhos também?
Os pais da minha mãe, você está querendo dizer?
Isso.
No. My mother has, I don't know, one, two, three, four, four sisters. So
Uhum.
five in totally.
Uhum. Hum. Is the name the same number that the sisters and brothers that my father have? And my mom have one sister and one brother. So nowadays we pass just with the close family, for example, at totally the Christmas, the New Year too.
I have one brother, and I have one child, eu tenho uma filha e será única.
I don't have a intention for have other children. That's so nice. I agree with you because, for example, teaching um all the things a new person, especially your child, it's so difficult today. For example, você criar, né, uma outra pessoa hoje, no caso, seu filho ou sua filha, it's so sometimes it's so crazy today because we have
Em Rio de Janeiro.
especially at the hill. So guys, I will stop the live.